Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Dr. Supradip Das, Assistant Professor at the Department of Design, IIT Guwahati. And this is the 15th lecture of the course Introduction to Toy Design. In today's lesson, you will look at the evolution of traditional Indian toys and the significance of traditional toys for child development. Drawing from a wide range of examples across different states, we will also discuss traditional toys of India. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand the historical evolution of traditional Indian toys, recognize the significance of traditional toys in child development, interpret toys as carriers of local knowledge, storytelling, rituals, and community practices rather than mere play objects. Also, differentiate between handcrafted traditional toys and mass-produced modern toys. And also, develop appreciation for indigenous craft and toy-making communities. The concept of toys in India extends far beyond entertainment. Since ancient times, toys have functioned as vehicles of cultural transmission, tools of pedagogy, and reflections of social identity. In Vedic and post-Vedic literature, terms like Kriyanaka, that is playthings, appear in descriptions of childhood, emphasizing toys' centrality in physical, cognitive, and emotional development. As India moved through centuries of regional dynasties and colonial encounters, toys evolved into diverse forms: wooden, metal, terracotta, and cloth, each adapted to local resources and cultural needs. Whether the spinning lattu in Maharashtra, the wooden Channapatna lacquerware in Karnataka, or the cloth Tanjore dolls in Tamil Nadu, these toys reflected the artisanal skills and cultural motifs of their origin. Today, the Indian toy sector stands at a crossroads. On one hand, globalization and industrial manufacturing have marginalized traditional crafts. On the other, growing awareness about sustainability, non-toxic play, and cultural heritage has sparked renewed interest in indigenous toys. In ancient and prehistoric periods, that is from 2500 BCE to 1000 CE, archaeological excavations in Harappa and Mohenjo-daro have uncovered clay carts, whistles, animal figurines, and spinning tops, which reveal the role of toys in daily life and rituals. Ancient texts such as Mahabharata reference games like Chopar, emphasizing toys' early role in teaching strategy and morality. In medieval period 1000 CE to 1700 CE, during regional dynasties, toy making developed into localized traditions tied to temple art and folk narratives. For example, Kondapalli toys in Andhra Pradesh emerged in this era, crafted from Telaponiki wood and often depicting mythological and rural themes. Similarly, Navratri dolls, Golu, became central to ritual display in Tamil Nadu, blending play and worship. During colonial period 1700 to 1947, colonial trade introduced new materials, tin, glass, and foreign toy models, leading to hybrid forms. Sawantwadi in Maharashtra gained fame for its lacquered wooden dolls, influenced by Portuguese aesthetics. However, colonial import of European toys also displayed many indigenous practices. And in the post-independence to modern day, which is 1947 to present, post-independence industrialization and globalization marginalized traditional toys in favor of mass-produced plastic imports. In the 21st century, sustainability movement, government initiatives like the Toy Action Plan, and startups such as Shumi have brought new life to these traditions. India's toy heritage is deeply regional, with each state producing distinct forms shaped by natural resources, artisanal traditions, and cultural practices. In the slides, traditional toys are mentioned from each state of India along with the materials are being used. Here are some examples. In Karnataka, Channapatna toys, brightly lacquered wooden forms, now GI tagged, are known for its eco-friendly dyes and lathe-turned precision. Rajasthan's wooden toys from Udaipur and Vasi, along with expressive Katputli puppets, eco, royal courts, folk theatre and storytelling traditions. In Tamil Nadu, toys range from delicate seashell birds and palm leaf toys to culturally rich forms like villachari, chopu summon miniature utensil sets, the symbolic Archie Chettiar pair, and the iconic Tanjore Roly-Poly dolls, each blending play with heritage, skill learning, and everyday life. Across India, traditional toys mirror regional crafts, stories, and everyday life. In Andhra Pradesh, Etikoppaka Bommalu, that means Etikoppaka toy, which is GI tagged lacquered toys made from turned soft wood, stand out for their natural dyes and smooth finishes, while Kondapalli toys narrate mythological tales through curved wooden figures. Gujarat's clay and terracotta toys, including their lively Dhingla Dhingli dolls, celebrate folk rituals and community life. Maharashtra is known for Sawantwadi wooden toys, the strategic card game Ganjifa, and playful Bahatukli role play sets. In Orissa, Sambalpur wooden animal toys and Raghurajpur paper mache reflects rural life and temple traditions. West Bengal contributes expressive Notungram dolls, batik printed cloth toys, and glossy shellac dolls. While Uttar Pradesh is known for lacquered wooden toys from Varanasi and Mirzapur, and detailed wooden craft from Chitrakoot. In Punjab, toys like Handwai, Chankana whistle toys, Lattu spinning tops, and Ghaggu rattles connect play with rhythm and sound. And in Kerala, Kathakali dance dolls, animal-shaped toys, and fine woodcraft capture the region's performance, traditions, and close relationship with nature, showing how Indian toys are not just play objects but carriers of culture, skill, and memory. Across eastern and northern India, Traditional toys reflect local materials, crafts, and lived cultures. In Assam, Asharikandi terracotta toys and playful pith toys are shaped from river clay and natural fibers, echoing folk life and ritual traditions. Jammu Kashmir is known for intricate walnut wood carving and GI tagged papier-mâché toys, celebrated for their fine detailing and vibrant hand painted motifs. Madhya Pradesh showcases Adivasi Guriya Hastashilpa, tribal dolls that narrate everyday and ceremonial life, along with toys made from betel nut, also known as supari, and nostalgic teen toys. In Bihar, Kanyaputri dolls, bamboo and clay toys, and Sikki grass crafts blend simplicity with cultural symbolism. And Jharkhand contributes expressive wooden Rajarani figures, animal forms, bamboo and lacquer toys, and toy archery sets, all rooted in indigenous traditions and the region's close bond with forests and play as a form of skill building. Here we present a list of traditional toys along with the materials used, organized by state. Let's take a closer look at a few examples from Telangana. Nirmal toys are crafted from soft wood and are hand painted in distinctive Mughal and Ajanta inspired styles. These toys are known for their delicate lines, floral motifs, and storytelling scenes, blending art with play. From Uttarakhand, the damru stands out as a rustic traditional toy and musical instrument, a large form used in rituals and a miniature version designed for children, introducing rhythm, sound, and cultural symbolism through playful interaction. What could be the key characteristics of traditional toys? Traditional toys are defined by a set of core characteristics that blend culture, craft, and child development. They are made from natural materials such as wood, clay, cloth, and metal, resourced locally and shaped in harmony with the environment. These materials offer tactile richness, durability, and sensory warmth that plastic toys often lack. Each toy is handcrafted using eco-friendly techniques passed down through generations of artisans. Processes like carving, molding, stitching, and casting rely on human skill rather than machines, ensuring low environmental impact and high craft value. Traditional toys are story rich and culture specific. They reflect local myths, festivals, occupations, and everyday life, turning play into medium for cultural storytelling and identity building. Most importantly, they are open-ended, safe, and educational. Without fixed outcomes, these toys invite imagination, problem solving, and role play, supporting fine motor skills, cognitive growth, emotional expression, and social learning, making play both meaningful and holistic. The diversity of traditional Indian toys is closely linked to the ecological resources, and geographical conditions of each region. Artisans across the country have historically adapted their craft to locally available materials, ensuring that toys are not only affordable and sustainable but also expressions of their environment. This ecological embeddedness has created strong regional identities in toy making, while also revealing striking similarities across the states. Wood based traditions. Wood is perhaps the most widespread material in Indian toy making. But the type of wood used varies regionally based on ecological availability. In Karnataka, Channapatna toys use ivory wood, which is lightweight and locally abundant. In Andhra Pradesh, Kondapalli toy rely on Thalaponiki wood, valued for its softness and ease of carving. In Maharashtra Savandwadi, hardwoods like mango and jackfruits are lacquered into durable dolls. Similarly, in the Himalayan states such as Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, pine wood is used due to its abundance in that region. Though the motifs vary mythological in Kondapalli, folk inspired in Channapatna, and courtly in Savandwadi. Clay and terracotta tradition. Clay is another fundamental material shaped by India's fertile plains and alluvial soils. In West Bengal's Krishnanagar, clay enables highly detailed figurines of deities and daily life. Odisha and Uttar Pradesh produce terracotta horses, elephants, and rattles, often associated with ritual offerings. Assam also uses clay for Bihu dolls, reflecting both play and festival use. Metalwork traditions. The Dokra craft of Chhattisgarh, Orissa, and Jharkhand exemplifies how mineral-rich belts influenced toy making. These toys often doubled as ritual objects, illustrating how materials availability intersected with spiritual life. Bamboo and cane traditions. In Northeast India, bamboo and cane dominate toy making, reflecting the region's dense forests and ecological reliance on these plants. Artisans in Assam, Manipur, and Nagaland produce miniature carts, dolls, and musical instruments from split bamboo. The resilience and flexibility of bamboo make it suitable for durable, eco-friendly playthings. Traditional Indian toys are deeply rooted in region-specific craft techniques, each shaped by local materials, scales, and cultural narratives. Lead turning is one of the most prominent techniques practiced in regions like Channapatna and Etikopaka, Andhra Pradesh. Here, soft woods are shaped on a lathe into smooth, rounded toy forms and finished with natural dyes or lacquer, resulting into durable, safe, and visually vibrant toys. Molding and keen firing techniques are widely used for clay and terracotta toys. In Ghurni, West Bengal, and Joukandhi dolls, Odisha, artisans mold clay figures by hand, dry them, and fire them in kilns to achieve strength and permanence. Similarly, terracotta toys from Assam and Bihar reflect folk narratives and everyday life, using earth as both material and metaphor. Applique and textile stitching traditions appear in fabric dolls from Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Tamil Nadu, where hand stitching, embroidery, and patchwork create soft, expressive play objects. Batik cloth toys from West Bengal uses resist dye techniques to add layered patterns and cultural symbolism to textile-based toys. Metal casting, especially the Dokra lost wax technique practiced in Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and West Bengal, transforms molten metal into small figurine and toys with intricate surface textures. These objects often carry tribal motifs and ancestral stories, blending play with ritual and heritage. Wood carving is prominent technique practiced across regions such as Kondapalli, Andhra Pradesh, Nirmal, Telangana, Sawantwadi, Maharashtra, and walnut wood carving in Jammu and Kashmir. Artisans hand carve soft or locally available woods into figurines, animals, mythological characters, and everyday senses. Each region carries a distinct visual language. Kondapalli's narrative folk forms, Nirmal's painted surfaces, Sawantwadi's lacquered detailing, and Kashmir's finely curved walnut toys reflecting regional stories and aesthetics. Papier-mâché toys emerge from lightweight, recyclable material made by layering paper pulp over molds. In Tamil Nadu, papier-mâché festival dolls are used in cultural display like Golu. While Kashmir's decorative animals showcase intricate painting and detailing. Raghurajpur, Odisha adapts papier-mâché into folk-inspired forms, blending painting traditions with sculptural play objects. The techniques allows for expressive forms while remaining eco-friendly and accessible. Coir and shell craft draws directly from coastal ecologies. In Kerala, Goa, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, artisans transform coconut shells and coir fibers into simple toys, animals, and utility play objects. Bamboo and cane craft thrives in the northeastern states such as Tripura, Assam, Nagaland, and Mizoram. Bamboo's flexible and strength make it ideal for creating toy, flutes, animals, and movable forms. These toys are lightweight, biodegradable, and often interactive, reflecting the region's close relationship with nature and rhythm-based play. Traditional Indian toys are distinguished by their simplicity, vibrant aesthetics, cultural storytelling, and the use of natural sustainable materials. These attributes are deeply rooted in the sociocultural attribute of India. The handcrafted nature of these toys often results in unique locally inspired designs that bear regional motifs, regional narratives, and community-specific symbolism. Unlike mass-produced plastic toys that often rely on battery-powered mechanism, traditional Indian toys are largely non-mechanical. Their operation demands on tactile engagement, movement, balance, and the physical interaction of children with the environment. Toys such as spinning top, rolling pull-along animals, and wooden puzzles foster a child's sensory development through touch, rhythm, and spatial awareness. For example, Channapatna toys made from lacquered ivory wood stimulate a child's visual and tactile senses due to their glossy finish and rounded form. Similarly, terracotta rattles, cloth dolls, and bamboo musical instruments engage auditory and kinesthetic skills in early learners. Dolls and animal figures nurture emotional bonding and imagination, allowing children to express feelings and build empathy. Social toys like kitchen sets and puppets encourage collaborative play, strengthening communication and social skills. Craft-based toys promote mindfulness, patience, and decision-making, supporting psychological growth through slow, meaningful play. Traditional toys support both physical and natural development in children. Balance-based toys like Thanjavur roly-poly dolls and wooden playthings strengthen muscle control, coordination, and motor skills through active play. Culturally, toys inspired by mythology and regional crafts such as Kondabali Ramayana sets introduce children to stories, values, and heritage, helping them connect, play with cultural identity. This table explains how different types of traditional toys support multiple areas of child development through play. For fine motor skills, toys like spinning tops, that is lattu, and etikoppaka kitchen sets require children to grasp, twist, and pinch small objects. These actions strengthen finger muscles, hand control, and hand-eye coordination, which are essential for writing and daily tasks. Gross motor skills. Pull-along carts and wooden animal toys encourage children to crawl, walk, push, and pull. Such movements improve balance, body coordination, and overall physical strength. Cognitive development. Puzzles, stacking toys, and dolls stimulate thinking skills by encouraging problem solving, sequencing, memory, and imaginative play. Children learn cause and effect and develop early reasoning abilities. For sensory skills, rattles, percussion, instruments, and textured dolls engage the senses by offering sounds, rhythms, and varied tactile experiences. This helps children explore textures, sharpen auditory awareness, and process sensory information. For emotional growth, cloth dolls and storytelling puppets allow children to express emotions, practice nurturing behavior, and build empathy. They also help children process feeling through role play and storytelling. And for social interaction, role play sets like Choppu Saman and puppets encourage group play, teaching children sharing, cooperation, communication, and turn-taking, key skills for social development. The table highlights how traditional toys holistically support physical, cognitive, emotional, sensory, and social development, making play a powerful learning tool rather than mere entertainment. Traditional Indian toys, while rich in cultural, pedagogical, and artistic value, face numerous challenges in today's fast-paced, globalized world. The most pressing concern is the rapid decline of artisans' communities due to dwindling demand, economic instability, and limited access to modern distribution platforms. Many traditional toy making families, especially those in regions like Savandwadi, Channapatna, and Kondapalli, have struggled to sustain their crafts amidst the mass produced, inexpensive plastic toys from international markets. Furthermore, the generational transmission of artisanal knowledge is eroding. Younger members of artisan communities are often disinterested in continuing the trade due to the lack of financial incentives, exposure, and recognition. The rigorous labor involved in handcrafting toys, coupled with inconsistent market returns, discourages continuation of these traditions. Additionally, the lack of contemporary design training and technological skills makes it difficult for artisans to innovate or market their products to a broader modern audience. There is also the issue of raw material accessibility. With increasing environmental regulations and declining forests, materials such as ivory wood, bamboo, and natural dyes have become more expensive and difficult to source. This has not only raised the cost of production but also disrupted the traditional processes that were once closely tied to local ecosystem. Despite these challenges, there is a noticeable resurgence in interest toward traditional toys, driven by the global shift towards sustainability, eco-conscious parenting, and heritage-based learning. As parents become more sustainability conscious, there is a renewed demand for eco-friendly toys made from natural, handcrafted materials. These toys are valued not only for being safer and environmentally responsible, but also offering slower, more meaningful play experiences. At the same time, traditional toys are finding new life through collaborations with educational brands and museums. Their tactile quality and cultural depth make them ideal for spaces like Anganwadis and Montessori classrooms, where learning through touch, exploration, and cultural connection is central to early childhood development. This shift has given rise to numerous startups and eco-friendly toy brands such as Shumi that merge traditional aesthetics with contemporary utility. These brands often highlight their environmental credentials, promote artisanal collaboration, and package their toys with storytelling elements that speak to India's rich heritage. Nevertheless, the future of traditional toys hinges on the successful fusion of age-old wisdom with the tools and platforms of the modern world. The traditional toy sector in India is undergoing a transformation. Consumer demand for sustainable, locally crafted, and culturally relevant products has grown, especially among eco-conscious parents and educational institutes. This resurgence is also supported by emerging Indian toy brands that blend nostalgia with modern design. Varnam Craft Collective from Karnataka revives Channapatna techniques with contemporary shapes like home decor and puzzles. Desi Toys brings back classical Indian games like Gilli Danda, Lattu, and Chopar with creative packaging and storytelling. Karu works with sustainable dyes and toy making using traditional handwork. Shumi collaborates with Indian artisans to produce wooden Montessori-aligned toys that encourage open-ended learning. And Imaji Play India focuses on tribal artisanship with upcycled wood and animal figures. These brands tap into both national and international markets while providing employment to local craft people and preserving endangered techniques. Toy libraries, rural exhibitions, and digital storytelling initiatives further promote these toys as both play tool and cultural artifact. The revival of India's traditional toy sector has been strongly supported by government policies and targeted initiatives. The National Toy Action Plan 2020 brought together multiple ministries, including education, women and child development, MSME, textiles, and commerce, to strengthen indigenous toy making. The plan emphasizes training, research, raw material access, and the integration of heritage toys into school curriculum. A key policy milestone is the National Education Policy (NEP) 2020, which explicitly highlights the importance of toys and games in experiential and play-based learning. It encourages schools to incorporate indigenous toys and traditional games into pedagogy, thereby promoting creativity, problem solving, and cultural awareness among children from an early age. The policies and supports include 1. Promoting traditional toys. Initiatives like toy labs and toy fairs are being established to promote traditional Indian themed toys. Initiatives like toy labs and toy fairs are being established to promote traditional Indian themed toys, engaging both physical and digital realms of learning, play, and innovation. And Vocal for Local campaign emphasizes promoting handcrafted toys through tourism, exhibitions, and online portals. 2. Cluster information and skill enhancement. The government is forming toy producer clusters, upskilling artisans and enabling their connection with foreign investors to enhance their engagement. And Atmanirbhar Bharat Toy Cluster Initiatives promotes toy manufacturing clusters in states like Karnataka, Andhra, and Maharashtra. 3. Startup engagement. The government has urged startups to explore the toy sector and support local manufacturing, reducing reliance on imports. Educational institutions are facilitating innovation in toy technology and design through hackathons. And Toycathon and India Toy Fair, where nationwide competitions and exhibitions encouraging innovation in toy design using indigenous knowledge systems. 4. Quality certification mandate. Mandatory quality certification for toys ensures conformity to standards and fosters the growth of the indigenous toy industry. And GI tag promotion. Geographical indication tags have also played a pivotal role. Toys like Etikopaka, Tanjavur dolls, and Chandapatna toys have received GI status, protecting artisan rights, and these measures help safeguard authenticity while boosting regional economies. And 5 is multi-sector collaboration. Here, various ministries, including education, textile, commerce, and others, are collaborating to enhance the toy industry's growth through diverse avenues, including scale development, technology integration, and cultural representation. And National Action Plan for Toy, formulated by DPIIT, Department for Promotion and Industry and Internal Trade, to make India a global toy manufacturing hub. As we look ahead, traditional Indian toys remind us that play can be slow, meaningful, and deeply rooted in place. They ask us to value hands that craft, stories that endure, and materials that return gently to the earth. Reviving these toys is not just about nostalgia, but about choosing sustainability, cultural pride, and mindful childhoods. The question is no longer whether traditional toys belong in today's world, but how we choose to support them. What kind of play and what kind of future do we want to pass on to the next generation? With this question of thought to reflect on, let us meet again in the next lecture.